Fanny Plays back at it again with another awesome video. Today we're doing Hell's Kitchen Murder Drones, episode 12, Serving Some Karma. Start off the episode with Jay arguing with Uzi over Khan's elimination. You should have gone home. And then, because no, she made more mistakes than Khan. And then Jay just chimed in saying, shut up, she does not want to hear it. And then that reminder of her mistakes last night. You literally served plastic in a salad. And Jay chimed in saying, yeah, well, he chose me over Khan, so I'm better. Her ego was at a top tier level this this episode. And then when N chimed in trying to, calm everyone down, Jay punched him. Ever since like in the first episode she also punched him, so that's a thing. But now this guy was serious. And V yelled at Jay. Then V screamed at Jay, saying, "What the hell is wrong with you, Jay?" And then Jay said, "He got in the way. This was not his argument to be in." Then Uzi decided to talk to Ann, saying, "Don't worry, Ann. She'll be gone home soon." And thought about it and said, "You're right, Uzi. Challenge time! Cook 50 portions of their own dish and serve them to 50 people, and they will judge their dishes." Jay's filet with cherry sauce and basil garnish, as she so proudly said and presented, was a flop for her steak bleeding out when cut into, though Jay stated there was nothing wrong with it. Thad's spaghetti al dente was deemed good, but didn't stand out when compared to the rest. V's catfish was given great praise from both Ramsay and the 50 judges that tasted it. Uzi's chicken was greatly received and was the second best dish. And salmon was the best dish of the day. And then here's the rankings. Number 5 we have J. Number 4 we have Thad. Number 3 we have V. Number 2 we have Uzi. Number 1 we have N. For the punishment, and N chose, and then Gordon said, choose a second person to go on this reward with you, N. And he chose Uzi because she came in second place. They got to go to a fancy resort. Beautiful, isn't it? Said Uzi. Yeah, said N. Now, and for the punishment, the rest of them had to do janitor work at buildings. Then Jay thought to herself and realized, as much as I hate to think it, N might be my biggest competition. Yeah. She then thought to herself, can't let those losers win. Though her ego didn't want them to win. Then V chimed in saying, bet on Jay going home? The rest of them said, yeah. Which made Jay very mad. Time for the dinner service. Apps, Uzi and Thad, Garnish V, Fish J, and Meat was N. Things got us to a pretty rocky start for Jay, as she cooked scallops before they were even ordered. Jay, nobody ordered scallops yet. She was getting way too ahead of herself. Then, when she brought it was an order for 2 risotto and 2 spaghetti. And when she brought her lobster up to the pass, it was raw. Jay, lobster tail is raw and cooked in wrong sauce. This made Jay angry. She didn't want to fail. And then there was no more. There was no more real mistakes on appetizers, though. Next up came for an order of three New York strips, and one salmon. However, when Jay brought our sandwich to the pass, it was raw. Fucking raw salmon, Jay. And Jay thought to herself saying, "What is happening?" She didn't know what's happening. But then for some odd reason, she tried to blame N. That was N, chef. Even though he was on the meat station. Why are you blaming everyone? And said Gordon Ramsay, Jay. Things were looking bad. Then, however, they did finish their first table of entrees, and then move on to order of 2 Wellingtons, 1 chicken, and 1 halibut. However, Jay refused to talk for some reason. Jay, like last service, you're not talking back. And then then Jay screamed at Gordon Ramsay, "Shut up!" And Gordon said, "Excuse me, Jay?" She talked back to him again. It was Jay was getting worse by the second, as for some reason she was cooking scallops even though all the appetizers were done. Why are you cooking scallops? All the apps are done. She was getting insane in the membrane. And then a deal breaker happened. Gordon Ramsay found out that Jay had left the plastic on the halibut. Plastic wrap on the fucking halibut, Jay? That Gordon Ramsay had enough at that point. We're still on our second table of entrees, and everything from the fish station is going down. All of you to the storage room now. Then Gordon Ramsay did something a little unexpected. This is a warning to all of you. Jay, take off your jacket and fuck off out of here. Which surprised Jay. Jay was eliminated mid-service. Then Uzi took over the fish station. Uzi, great job with the fish. Thank you, said Uzi. After that, there was no more dinner service mistakes. Based on tonight's performance, no one else is going home. You all made me very proud tonight. They were all happy. It was very clear that Jay was eliminated. Jay let the little success in Hell's Kitchen she had inflate her ego. It was time to let the air out of that balloon. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe, comment, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And without further ado, bye-bye!